I rise today in strong support of my bill, H.R. 1547, the Udall Park Land Exchange Completion Act of 2017. Udall Park is a cherished urban park in the heart of Tucson. The city has invested millions of dollars in park facilities, including construction of very large community recreation and senior centers, a large swimming pool, a walking track, and multiple athletic fields and picnic areas. In 2011, the mayor and city council approved a master plan update that calls for plans to invest even more money into the park by way of additional athletic fields and expanded recreational programming. However, unresolved disputes over this land has directly impeded the city from taking advantage of opportunities to supplement park funding, approve certain community events, or look to other commercial ventures like local farmers markets or small portions of the park that would benefit the city in general. The Udall Park Land Exchange Completion Act resolves this historic land exchange agreement between the City of Tucson and the Bureau of Land Management at Udall Park. In 1989, the City of Tucson and BLM entered into an agreement to exchange 297 acres of land adjacent to Saguaro National Park for 173 acres of BLM-owned land in northeast Tucson, now known as Udall Park. This agreement specifically outlined the terms and conditions of this land conveyance would include a legislative fix to remove any and all encumbrances on Udall Park. Unfortunately, this legislation never came to fruition due to staff changes in multiple agencies in the city and who knows what else. But as a result, the city has been prevented from utilizing Udall Park to its fullest extent. Recently, the issue came to a head over disputes on a small commercial lease located on Udall Park. Federal red tape should not stand in the way of communities like mine developing local parks. It's common sense. Udall Park is a beautiful place in our southern Arizona community to gather, but this long-standing land dispute has prevented the city of Tucson from improving the park and growing it to its full potential for too long. When I'm out and about in my district and people come to me with challenges and issues like this, the first question I usually ask is, does this literally take an act of Congress to fix? Let me say that again. Does this literally take an act of Congress to fix? And in this case, the answer is yes. And I appreciate, as we testified before the House Natural Resources Federal Land Subcommittee, the ranking member, Ms. Hanabuso, saying, no kidding, in July, quote, if it takes an act of Congress to get this done, then that's what we've got to do. And I'm with the ranking member at this point. It's time to finally take action and get this thing finished. My legislation would formally and finally complete a long overdue agreement on the land that's already been exchanged at fair market value. The act directs conveyance of the federal reversionary interest in Udall Park to the city, as the parties intended when the land exchange was made. The bill will allow Tucson to finally take full ownership of the park. In closing, I want to thank Chairman Bishop, Chairman McClintock, the members of the members of the Natural Resources Committee, really on both sides of the aisle, for working with me to move this legislation forward. This has got strong bipartisan support. I look forward to seeing this issue through, ensuring the land transfer is completed. And with that, I yield back.